Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Well, obviously, I know what this box is. It's a generator. And today we're going to talk about generators. And this one was actually donated to Homes on Wheels Alliance, the 501c3 that my good friend Sue Ann and I created to serve the community. Uh, and I personally don't use a generator, I don't carry a generator. This will be used primarily at the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. In the past, we've used a friend's Honda, and he's not going to be there this year, so we had to provide our own generator. And so we put it on our wish list on Amazon, and a very generous, kind person donated this generator to us. And just thank you so much. But today we're going to talk about generators. And a lot of people really love their generators. So we're going to answer the question, should you carry a generator? What are the pluses and the minuses to carry a generator? Generator versus solar. If you do want to carry a generator, which one should you buy? Should you buy a Honda? Should you buy a clone like this one? What kind of generator should you buy? How will you carry it? How will you carry the gas? All those questions come up for nomads all the time. I'm a big fan of Energizer generators. I specifically chose the generator to buy for how I think they're a great combination of inexpensive but high quality. I'm really pleased with this Energizer generator, and we'll come back to that in just a minute. So the first question we want to address is, should you carry a generator? And there are strong reasons why you should, and there are strong reasons why you shouldn't. There's no one answer. Everyone's answer will be different. My answer is no. I have 400 watts of solar. That meets all my needs. I don't have the space for a generator. I don't want to carry the gas. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to spill it. I don't want to have oil in my van. But for other people, a generator is really important. They can't do without it. So there's no one answer. I'll just present as fairly as I can the reasons why you should and the reasons why you shouldn't, and you make your own decision. That's the way this thing works best. The first question really is, well, shouldn't you just buy solar? Well, you get so much more power for the cost. This was $500, a little over $500. Well, for $500, you can get a 200 watt system, maybe a 300 watt system. So 2,000 as a generator, 2,000 watts as a generator, or 2 or 300 as solar. So you just get an awful lot more power for your money. If you want to run an air conditioner or a microwave, some big draw items, it's a lot cheaper to do it with a generator than it is with solar. Here's an example of how much more it costs. To run a microwave off the solar, you need a lot of battery power. So I bought 4 AGM golf cart batteries for $1,000. Well, for that same price, I could have bought 2 of these, or I could have bought a Honda, one of these, for about $1,000. So it costs more to run solar than it does this. For a lot of people, solar is mysterious. They never can figure it out. Well, this is just a gas engine. If you've ever owned a lawnmower, you've basically owned this. Now, it's a lot more complicated than a lawnmower, but it's still just a gas engine. And if you have a problem, you take it to a small engine repair guy and he fixes it. It's just that simple. Just to have a generator as opposed to learning all the ins and outs of solar, that makes some people really happy. Another thing is the installation. There's no installation in this. So when we unbox it, you'll see it's portable. It's got a handle. You pick it up, you carry it around. You put it in the van, you take it out of the van. There's no installation. There's no hassle. You don't have to install solar on your roof, but then you have the hassle of taking solar panels out and laying them in the ground and taking them in. Are they going to be stolen? Are you going to leave it out in the rain and they're going to be destroyed? Is the wind going to come up and carry them away? You don't have the hassles of either installing a system, solar power system on your van or your car or your RV, or the hassle of carrying them in and out. It just really simplifies your life with a generator. You're going to be able to run a lot more out of a simple generator. This is a 2000, it'll run nearly anything you want. It will run your microwave, it'll run your big power tools, if you are into power tools. It'll run the big blenders. You know, some of those really big, powerful blenders really have a big draw, and a lot of you want them. It will run nearly any electrical appliance. It'll run your induction stovetop if that's what you want. It will run a lot. It will run an AC. You can have a portable AC in your rig. You can have a very small rooftop air conditioner Or of course you can have a window AC and run that no problem at all. It will run so much more than solar, unless you buy a lot of solar, and then you're really spending a lot of money. So the big advantages to a generator. What are the disadvantages? Why wouldn't you buy a generator? Well, to me, it's its size. I live in a van and I don't want to have this space. So the size is a big problem. The weight, it's an extra 50 pounds. I don't want to have to pick up 50 pounds and walk around with it. I carry this over here, I'll carry it back. The next big reason I wouldn't carry these is the noise. Now this is an inverter generator. It is very quiet. It's as quiet as a Honda. It's about 59 decibel. That's what all those quiet generators are. It's not a contractor generator, which is horrible. But still, don't think that 59 decibels is silent. It's not. You're going to hear it. Your neighbors are going to hear it. And if you try and run it 24 hours a day, your neighbors will be angry with you and you'll get sick of it. So even these quiet generators do make quite a bit of noise. And to me, I don't want the noise. I'm not out here to listen to generators. If someone pulls up next to me and is going to run one of these all the time, I'm packing up and leaving. Now, if he runs it an hour a day, I'm not giving that a thought. If he runs it in the morning, an hour or two in the morning, hour or two in the evening, I'm okay with that too. If he runs it 24 hours a day, I'm gone because I don't want to listen to the noise. That's a significant issue to you and to your neighbors. You've got to carry a gas can. That means you have to worry about the smell of the gas can. When the gas can gets hot, it's going to expand and fumes are going to come out. A can that will seal tight and will work is what's called NATO cans. I have a video on that. I'm not going to go into it again. If you buy a high quality NATO gas can, it will not leak. It will not exhaust fumes. But still you're carrying gas around in your rig, and that just doesn't feel good to me. And then you have all the regular maintenance things. They never go away. You run this much, you're changing the oil. You're changing the oil. I mean, running it into a shop to have them change the oil would just really get expensive. It's no big deal to change the oil, but you got to do it. Then you've got to dispose of the waste oil. You're going to make a mess. You're probably going to spill. And so you have constant oil changes. You will have maintenance. This is a very good, reliable generator, but all of them will require some maintenance somewhere along the line. They will require repairs somewhere along the line. And so you have the ongoing expense of oil changes, maintenance, and repairs. It's the rest of your life. With your solar, your batteries, you treat them right, they should last 5-10 years. Nothing else should ever need repair. That's one of the great things about solar. You set it up, you forget it, you never think about it again, you live within its parameters, it lasts forever and is trouble-free. So those are the pluses, the minuses. To me, they come down squarely on it's not worth carrying a generator. I have solar, I'm really glad. If you can't afford solar, and you have 200 bucks, you can buy a surprisingly good generator for 200 bucks. It's probably the thing you should do. Now, which generator to buy? So you've decided, I want to buy a generator, I need to buy a generator. Which generator should I buy? Well, you basically have three choices. You have the name brands, which are very high quality and quite expensive. The name brands I'm going to suggest will be either Honda or Yamaha. There are Honda and Yamaha dealers everywhere in the country. You'll never have a problem finding a dealer to help you. They have good long warranties. They run forever. They are premium and premium priced. Below that, a level is a generator like this. It's a clone. It's modeled after the Honda, and it's not as good, but it's very good. It's half the price. A Honda will be between $900 and $1,000. You can get these between $400 and $500, $500, maybe upwards of $600. So it's about half the price. They're not as good, but they're very good. To say they're not as good as a Honda, that isn't to say they're bad. They're still very, very good. We've owned an Energizer just like this one for 2 years. It has been a great generator. I don't hesitate to recommend it, but it's not as good as a Honda. And then below the level of the medium quality clones, you have cheap Chinese crap. There's a lot of cheap Chinese crap out there. You know, there's the little Harbor Freight generators you can buy for 80 bucks. They work good. Sometimes people buy them, they last for years. And so the cheap Chinese crap can be pretty darn good sometimes. My friend Jim from Denver has a Sportsman brand. I think he paid $200 or less. I think it's only like 800 or 900 watts, 1,000 watts. But he's used it a lot and it runs a long time and it's tiny and it sips gas and it's not loud. and it's been a fantastic generator. If you only have 200 bucks, man, that Sportsman is a great generator. And you can get them at, they're kind of hard to find. He bought his at Home Depot, and so you might look into getting one at Home Depot. So there's the pluses, the minus. It's your decision. I'm not going to tell you the decision to make. Your budget will tell you, and your usage. If you're going to run it 12 hours a day because you need to run a CPAP, I'd be looking at a Honda. I'd spend the extra money and get a Honda because it's going to last you for the decades. Okay, so now we're going to open this. I know this is a good, reliable brand, and so that's why I chose it for the RTR. You can buy this off of Amazon. We got this off of our Amazon wish list, and that's kind of what I'd recommend for you. And if you buy it off Amazon, buy it from my store. And please, and I'll make a little bit of money on the purchase, won't cost you a thing. Even if you go into the store, you go looking for something else, as long as you go in through a link from my store or from my website or from one of my videos, in all the descriptions of my videos I have links. If you go in through there, I'll get a percentage even if you don't go to buy this. So I can pick this thing up. It's about 50 pounds. The 2000s are all in the ballpark of 50 pounds, but I'm completely able to pick this up. And here's the control panel. If you've seen any of these generators, they're all basically the same. They're just the same ideas. Obviously, you have two 110 volt plugs. And this one comes automatically ready to parallel. That means you can buy two of these. You spend about $1,000 for two of them. And you can buy a cable, and the cable connects in here. So you put a cable in here, and you connect the cable to the other one, and then you have 4,000 watts. The good thing about these generators is that the idle moves up and down with demand. So if you just start it, there's no power draw nothing's plugged in, it'll idle slowly. And then if you plug something else in and it's got a higher draw, the idle will come up. The revolutions of this RPM of the engine will come up. And then if you put a big draw on it, it will come all the way up and run full speed. Well, echo mode, that's echo mode, and it will go up and down. The idle and the RPMs of the engine will go up and down with the draw. If you take it off of echo mode, it always goes to the highest RPM. And then it's got warning lights and a reset and kill switch and all basic stuff. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. There's nothing more important you can do to support me than subscribe to the channel. If you do go buy one, please use an Amazon link. Whether it's the same this item or not, please use an Amazon link and I'll make a little bit of money. It won't cost you anything. Use my store, Amazon store. And so I just hope you got something out of this, you learned something. And if you did, hit the thumbs up button and we'll talk to you later.